equation. A chemical equation is written on the board. You can read it. Sulfur dioxide reacts with hydrogen sulfide to form sulfur and water. Whenever we write any reaction, surely there are reactants and products. Let us write down the reactants, number of atoms present. If I will see this sulfur, total atoms present here are 2. If I will see oxygen, the total elements are 2. And if I will see hydrogen, the total number of atoms are 2. So here in the reactants, the sulfur elements, the element sulfur has got 2 atoms, oxygen element has got 2 atoms, whereas hydrogen element has got 2 atoms. Let us come to the product side and let us write down number of atoms in the same way. Sulfur, here you will find the number of atoms present is only 1, whereas oxygen has got only 1 atom and hydrogen has got 2 number of atoms. Now let us see the table. Here the number of atoms and the number of atoms in the products are different. Now we have studied law of conservation of mass. The law says that the total mass of reactants must be equal to the total mass of products. According to this law, the equation which is written here is not appropriate, or we call it as unbalanced equation. This equation is not completely correct according to the law. Now for this reason, we need to balance a chemical equation. What is meant by balancing a chemical equation? It is nothing but the number of atoms on the reactant sides and the number of atoms on the product side must be the same. Now there are some steps to balance chemical equation. Let us study these steps. This is nothing but trial and error method. So the step 1 is whatever equation or whatever reaction has happened, write down that reaction in the equation form. This is step 1, which is already we have written here. Step 2 is write the number of atoms in the reactants and write the number of atoms in the products, which already we have written on the board. Now where the elements doesn't have same number of atoms, try to equalize them. Now this is simple mathematics. It's like equal to sign in between and LHS must be equal to RHS. Let us see how to solve this. Now in the reactant, sulfur has got 2 atoms, whereas in the product, sulfur has got only 1 atom. So I need to add up some atoms here. Let me write here 2 so that 2 sulfur atoms will be present. As I am writing here 2, I am going to write here 2 also. Now in this way, the sulfur atoms are balanced. Let me come to oxygen. In reactant, the number of oxygen atoms are 2. In product, the number of oxygen atom is only 1. To make it 2, I need to write here the number 2. If I will write this 2 here, then the oxygen atom in the reactants will remain as it is 2, and on the product side also I am taking oxygen atom as 2. So here also 2 and 2, oxygen is also balanced. Let me come to the last element, that is hydrogen. In reactant, hydrogen atom are 2 in number, whereas in products also they are 2 in number. So if I will write in this way, is it correct? Let me come back to the equation and check it. SO2 plus H2S. Now when 2S plus 2H2. When I am writing 2 here, the number of hydrogen atom in the products have changed. 2H2 means the hydrogen atoms present in the product side now are 4. So let me check it once again. S2 as it is, 1 and 2, oxygen 2 and hydrogen 2. Let me come this side. Sulfur 2 atoms, hydrogen 4 atoms and oxygen 2 atoms. Now if I look at the table, still every element is not balanced. That means even if I have written this equation, this is not complete balanced equation. Remember, balanced equation means after rewriting the coefficients, the number of atoms here in the table must remain same. So here still hydrogen is not same. Now how I can get 4 number of hydrogens in the reactant side. Yes, we can change the number in the reactant sides also. As hydrogen are 4 in number, let me come to the reactant side. In reactant, hydrogen are only 2. How can I increase them to 4? By writing 2 atoms or 2 molecules of H2S. So now hydrogen here has changed to 4 and in the product also it has changed to 4. Again I need to check the equation thoroughly because when I am writing here hydrogen 2, I have changed hydrogen 4, so surely the sulfur also changes. So sulfur 2 plus 1, now the total number of sulfur atoms are 3. Now again I will check the table. In the table sulfur are 3, but in the product side again sulfur are 2. That means still the equation is not completely balanced. Now what I can do, as this is more in number, let me come back to the product side. Can I add up any atom here? Yes. Instead of 2, if I will write here 3. So now I will get the sulfur atoms as 3. Again I am going to check the table on the both sides till I will be satisfied with total number of atoms in the reactants and the total number of atoms in the products. That is why it is a trial and error method. It is pure mathematics to add up on the left hand and right hand side. Now let me check it once again. Finally, sulfur 1 plus 2, 3 atoms, oxygen only 2 atoms and hydrogen 2 plus 2, 4 atoms. So now my this reactants and this table is correct. Let me come to the product side. In the products, sulfur 3 number of atoms, yes. Hydrogen 2 plus 2, 4 number of atoms, whereas oxygen 2 number of atoms. Now if I will check my table of reactants and my table of products with the elements, I could see that the number of atoms on the both sides are completely balanced. Now let me come to the equation. The previous equation which I was written was only SO2 plus H2S gives us S plus H2O. That was unbalanced equation. To balance this equation, now with a new equation, sulfur dioxide, that is SO2 plus 2H2S gives me 3S plus 2H2O. Now this newly formed equation is balanced chemical equation of the given chemical reaction, and this equation follows law of conservation of mass. So these are the steps in balancing a chemical equation. Let me revise the step once again. There are total 4 steps in balancing a chemical equation. Step 1. First, write the equation in the equation form. When it is given in the word form, convert it into equation form. Step 2. Write down number of atoms of the reactants and number of atoms of the products. Third step, balance the number of atoms in the reactants and in the products by trial and error method. After balancing, the last and final step is write down a completely balanced chemical equation. So now from step 1 we have got this final balanced chemical equation. In your textbook one more example is given to you with the same steps and with the same table. Just go through the steps, try to understand, and in the exercise a question is given to you. Try to balance the given equations. Try all those equations from the exercise with this method. Thank you.